What are corals?
Coral reefs are wave-resistant colonial organisms that develop over time to form a diverse ecosystem in the tropical waters throughout the earth. They are home for many pelagic and benthic marine animals, as well as hosts for a multitude of aquatic plant life. They thrive in nutrient-poor waters due to the lack of other competition, and receive nutrients from upwelling and runoff around coastal regions.
Corals share a symbiotic relationship with algae in order to survive. Algae photosynthesizes and passes some of the food they make from the sun's energy onto the coral. In return, the coral provides dense and rich amounts of nutrients within the polyp that the algae needs to undergo photosynthesis. Overall, the coral obtains about 90% of its food from algae. The algae can only survive in nutrient-poor water due to the nutrients it consumes within the polyps, making the relationship essential for both parties.
Coral reefs can shape continental margins. The Great Barrier Reef that runs along the coast of Australia is a great example. Atolls, which are a different structure of reef, are also formed from coral, usually as the result of a hotspot volcano. An example of these atolls are the Tokelau Islands in New Zealand.
For corals to survive, they require a few key criteria. These include clear water so sunlight can penetrate and act as an element of photosynthesis. This explains why corals grow up. They're constantly reaching for more sunlight so they can photosynthesize. Corals also require a very narrow range of temperature, around 20 degrees Celsius. If the water sways too far in one direction, the algae will die and the result will be coral bleaching, which is the loss of the algae's chlorophyll, making the coral white.
One major cause of destruction for coral reefs is the crown of thorns phenomena. This is the act of a small sea star that destroys coral by the masses, up to 140 square feet per year. Although this phenomenon is very lethal to the coral ecosystems, corals can grow and repair themselves given the right amount of time and protection.
We cannot live without corals. Even though they make up less than 1% of our ocean's ecosystem, they shelter 25% of marine species, protect shorelines, support the fishing industry, and more. Even though a significant number of our corals are dying due to rising ocean temperatures, tourism, and overfishing, all hope is not lost. We can actually grow corals.
All in all, corals are the building blocks of the ocean's ecosystem.
Being proactive in growing corals is essential to maintaining sea life as we know it today.